Martin, when a sales rep calls me with an offer to save money on my internet or my phone bill, I hang up. What are they doing wrong? This is sales for nice people. Yesterday, a client sent me an email asking, "Hey, Martin, now that I've started thinking about sales in my business, I have a question. I have a phone and I pay for data. I also pay for internet. Now, logically, I should be excited when somebody comes to me with a better deal. More data for less money. Faster internet for less money. Yay. But when I get a call from a competing mobile phone company with an offer, I tell them I'm not interested and I hang up. Same with door-to-door people trying to sell me better internet. Why is that? What are they doing wrong? They're doing nothing wrong. People like that, they're just doing their job. They are simply in a position and a role where the goal is to have as many conversations and get as many no's as you can. Because they've been sold the promise that if you're gritty enough, for long enough, and you can put up with all the people slamming the door in your face and hanging the phone up on you, then ultimately you're going to make great money. Those people, they are working some of the lowest jobs on the sales ladder. It is the kind of job where it's easy access. You get a couple of days of sales training, or that is actually code for manipulating people and bullying the buyer, and off they go, running into one slammed door after another, getting hung up on one call after another. This is not the salesperson's fault. You might think it is management's fault because management says we need more meetings, we need more calls, we need to drive up volume. But management is just doing what the executives want them to do. Here are the KPIs, here are the metrics and the goals and the targets. Now go and make it happen. And management isn't doing anything wrong either. Management is simply trying to do what they're supposed to do, which is maximize shareholder value. So it's not that anybody is doing anything wrong as such. It's that companies like that, where they simply work on volume and they hire a bigger sales team because we spend more money to make more money, that is the kind of company who has lost their moral compass. They have stopped caring about what is best for the customer, and they simply care only about what is best for the company and for the shareholders. Now, you, as an ethical entrepreneur, you get to choose what side you are on. Yes, you can get lead scraping and automated meetings booked into your calendar, and then your working volume and the numbers are going to work out in your favor. Sure, but is it a nice thing to do to spam thousands of people a week? Is it a nice thing to do to hire sales reps to go and call unsuspecting people who have no interest? Or is it the nicer thing to do to figure out how to identify exactly the kind of people who want to hear from you and figure out what messaging these people want to hear so that they will engage with you and possibly buy from you? And if you take that stance, where it becomes a game not of more people, but of better understanding, now you're driving your marketing and your sales process in a way that is in line with your values. You are no longer letting values be the reason you don't sell enough. You're letting your values be the reason that you do. A really nice example is Zappos. Zappos became successful by letting values be the moral compass. And you, as an ethical entrepreneur, you get to choose. You can be one of those people who say, well, screw the customer, let's just go for value. That's not you, I suppose. Why would you be listening to me if you were? Or you can be the kind of person who goes, yeah, well, I don't want to go against my values, and so I'm not going to follow up with this person because I've sent the proposal and they know where I am, they know how to find me. Or you can be the kind of person who says, my work matters, people deserve to have my work, and I'm going to do everything that is needed and that is within my values in order to make sure that those people who should buy from me can buy from me, because I'm not going to underserve them by not getting in touch, by not following up, by not doing outreach. This is a choice that you get to make. What side of the line do you want to be on? You can be on the far wrong side where it's only numbers. You can be on the line where you're underserving your people because you're just not doing the sales work. Or you can be a nice person on the good side of the line where you make it your mission to ensure that everybody who ought to buy from you has a chance, the awareness, the knowledge, and the incentive, the motivation and the drive, the insight and the clarity that they need to make a decision to indeed want to work with you and buy from you. You get to make your own choices. What sales reps do, what corporate greed does, forget about it. You have your own business to run, you have your own moral compass, and if you want to serve your people, then you owe it to them to communicate with them in a way that makes them want to communicate back and that makes them want to buy from you. That is Sales for Nice People. Go to salesfornicepeople.com/sign up where you can get a short daily email, and I will see you again tomorrow.